11 years. Lomachenko's junior is Devin Haney. You see the reach advantage, the height advantage, but the world title experience lies with Lomachenko. Will Haney be able to take advantage of the size he has against Lomachenko, or will Loma have the answer?
Well, we're here, and we're about to find out.
Nowhere else I'd rather be, buddy. Harvey Dock, the third man in the ring. The undisputed lightweight championship on the line. Haney and Lomachenko square off in round number one.
There's been a lot of talk about the size difference between the two, and that's very apparent right away. Haney taller, longer, wider, heavier.
Despite that advantage, Chris, what makes Lomachenko so difficult?
Well, it's just he's so shifty. I mean, his ability to change range, change levels, cut angles. He throws punches from odd angles, almost similar to how Manny Pacquiao used to punch and catch guys with shots they don't see. Not to mention Lomachenko has phenomenal defense.
And then for Haney, as you heard during the introductions, the youngest unified champion of the modern era. How has he been able to find success on this level at such a young age?
I mean, he's young, but he's been doing it for such a long time. I met Devin when he was about 12 or 11 years old in Las Vegas. He was a gym rat even back then.
And him and his father, Bill, went down to Mexico before he turned 18 so that he could start his professional career. He couldn't get a license in the United States, fighting in bars down in Mexico. That's how badly he wanted it, even as a teenager. And both of these fighters trained by their fathers.
Haney looks a little tight to start. Taking a couple swings and misses that were ill-timed.
Given the size difference, do you feel like Lomachenko has what it takes from a power department to inflict punishment on Haney?
I do. Haney has been shown to be vulnerable. He was hurt in the Linares fight. He's had trouble with southpaws in the past, namely Jojo Diaz. But Lomachenko, he's got a very high knockout percentage. He hits you with shots that you don't see, like I mentioned. And those are the ones that hurt the most.
This is a very pro-Lomachenko crowd. You heard it in the introductions. Haney booed vehemently by this crowd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. No different than the boos he heard when he was fighting George Kambosos in Australia.
You know, I'm noticing already Lomachenko starting faster than he had when he fought Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez had big power. Haney, not the same type of fighter. He's got speed, he's got precision, he's got distance, he's got length, but not the kind of knockout power that Teofimo Lopez possesses.
29 wins, 15 knockouts for Haney. As Lomachenko has him in the corner, and they tie up for the first time. The referee is Harvey Dock, and Chris, we'll get into it, but that's an interesting choice for this fight. And once we take a break here at the end of the first round, I'd love to hear why, as Lomachenko with a flurry here at the end of the first. But punches that landed in round number one, but it was Lomachenko towards the end that started to come on.
Yeah, he wasn't landing a whole lot. Lomachenko, neither man did, but he, like I said, he was starting a lot faster than maybe.
I mentioned that Teofimo Lopez fight that Vasiliy Lomachenko lost his lightweight championship belts and really didn't start coming on in that fight until the 6th, 7th round, and by then it was too late.
Yeah, I was in the room that night. I called that fight. And Teofimo Lopez, I mean, he was throwing some heavy leather, and he's so explosive and fast. I think that Vasiliy Lomachenko was just being very cautious early on, probably too cautious, which cost him the fight.
Lomachenko for the second round now, working on the outside. A bigger, longer Haney standing guard in the center of the ring, pushes Lomachenko back there with a right hand.
Yeah, using that physicality. I like that looping left hook that Haney is throwing. You saw him land that in the first round. There it is again. Not really known as a left hook artist is Haney, but utilizing that weapon against the southpaw, being very smart, because Lomachenko has a tendency to loop that front hand to kind of lull you and then throw shots off of that.
Lomachenko, a trickster. He's got a bag of tricks that he can go to. So experienced, so well versed. Lomachenko slowing down a little bit here in the second round, but as you pointed out, Chris, anything would be faster than what he did against Teofimo Lopez. He is coming off 3 straight victories since that Lopez loss, as another looping left hand lands for Haney, and then Haney goes down to the body with the right hand.
Yeah, Haney's found his range really well in the second round. I gave the first round to Lomachenko. I thought that the busyness and the lack of contact led to him taking that round, but here Haney has found his range and is letting punches go in the perfect position, and he's actually had some success early. Oh, good body shot there from Haney. Smart move.
And now Loma with a flurry up top. Haney caught in the corner. Loma taking advantage, and now backs away after landing some punches.
Good jab from both men.
If you're Loma and you are lacking in the reach department, what can you do to establish that jab?
Well, I mean, he's got a great jab. A lot of times he'll lead with his backhand, split the guard, and come with a jab over the top, similar to that move we just saw there, and he cuts that angle. So he's one of the more effective southpaw jabbers in the world today.
Ooh. Now in 2 rounds, what have you liked, what have you not liked?
You know, I thought he was a little hesitant, a little tight in the first round. He found his range much better in the second round. I like some of the tactics that he's using. He had that counter body shot, which is a really smart move. You wouldn't really think that. He's attacking and focusing on the body. There you see that shot right there. Focusing on the body really well against him because of his shifty head movement.
Are you surprised that Haney hasn't tried to push Loma around a little bit, use the forearms, use the shoulders, get inside?
Honestly, I think Haney has found that Lomachenko is stronger than he expected. I saw a couple moments where they were in close, and Lomachenko was able to hold his ground.
Interesting. Good note, and we'll watch as we move into the 3rd round here.
I really don't like how Haney is getting so low and bending down. Lomachenko's been able to put his weight on his back,
negating that height advantage that Haney has and going eye to eye with Lomachenko. And is that a product of the fact that Haney keeps trying to go to the body?
I think possibly, but more it's he's getting his head over his front foot, which is a bad position to be in when you're getting low like that.
Right. Sit back.
Especially for the lower back, that'll tire out in the 12-round fight. Ooh, good counter there from Haney over the top. Devin has had trouble in the past landing the jab on southpaws, so you're not seeing him as busy with that lead hand, but is countering well.
Lunging forward is Lomachenko. Speaking of lunging forward, Haney shoving Lomachenko during the weigh-in face-off yesterday. And you said, when we were talking earlier tonight, Chris, you didn't like that move from Haney during the weigh-in yesterday.
No, I don't like that kind of stuff in general. Save it. You're going to get to punch a guy in the face tomorrow. Save it for then. You know, God forbid something goes wrong, guy twists his ankle or whatever. But also, I think it was a tactical ploy on Haney, Team Haney, to try and get under the skin of Lomachenko a little bit more. Calling him dirty this week, saying he's a dirty fighter. He's always been a dirty fighter. Saying that he's old, saying I'm going to retire you, pushing him at the weigh-in. I think those are all tactics.
Lomachenko warned for hitting behind the head here in the 3rd.
I've never seen someone utilize such a concerted body attack against Lomachenko.
Stop!
So far, Haney has landed 45% of the body shots he's thrown. A big overhand left from Haney in response to a left hand from Lomachenko.
Yeah, Loma landed a nice uppercut, and Haney came back with a good left hook.
And now Loma has him on the ropes, and every time Loma presses forward offensively, this crowd goes nuts here in Las Vegas. Over the top with the left hand from the southpaw Lomachenko.
Ooh, this is going to be a very interesting fight. These guys are going tit for tat.
Chris, you mentioned some of the things that Haney had said in the lead up to this fight. One of those things that harping on Lomachenko's age, and whether you like to admit it or not, when you, as a fan, you start hearing those things over and over and over again. You start kind of buying into it a little bit, and yet now through 3 rounds, given everything that Devin Haney would have liked you to believe coming into this fight, Lomachenko has looked really sharp.
Oh yeah. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from Lomachenko. We're looking at the Lomachenko of old. Both men are hitting each other more than either one of them gets hit usually in fights. So I think this is going to turn out to be an excellent fight. But yes, 35. Listen, it ain't young, especially in these weight divisions, especially in this sport. But Lomachenko looks like he's dug deep and he is really prepared for tonight.
Devin Haney, you mentioned, Chris, his concerted effort going to the body. 11 body shots landed. Those of the 25 total punches he's landed, nearly half of them going to the body.
Yeah, interesting tactic, and I think it's smart. There's another body shot down low from Haney. But again, I don't like that position where Haney gets his head down low. Lomachenko's able to put his weight on his upper back and push him down. I don't care how much bigger you are, that's going to wear on you.
Back-to-back jabs from Loma, and again, Haney goes down low to the body. Loma turns Haney, and a combination upstairs.
See, this is why Loma putting that pressure coming forward. He's not worried about the power of Haney coming forward. Not like he was when he fought Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez. Excuse me.
Oh, upstairs for the left hand, lands for Lomachenko right on the forehead of Haney. Now Haney goes back to the jab, has not thrown a ton of jabs in this fight. A chance for Loma here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
I'm surprised how little that Haney is utilizing the jab and getting so close to the shorter-armed Lomachenko. That's why Lomachenko has been able to hit him down the middle with straight left hands and jabs.
Over the top, little check right hook from Loma.
And now it's Lomachenko who's actually putting on the pressure.
Quick!
One of the things Haney said, accusing Lomachenko of doing was being dirty and punching during the clinch. We saw a little cheeky punch there before referee Harvey Dock was able to get in there.
I think that was more gamesmanship than anything. I think it was planting seeds in the referees and in the fans, and also trying to get Lomachenko a little perturbed.
Doesn't seem to have phased the 35-year-old former champ.
That's what I meant by I like the things that he was saying. He was talking the talk correctly, Lomachenko, saying things like, "Oh, that's just talk. Haney always talk."
Oh, straight right hand scores for Vasiliy Lomachenko.
You know, and it's those eye-catching shots from Lomachenko that could come back to haunt Devin Haney in these close rounds.
And a tumble to the mat. No harm, no foul. Back at it here with 15 seconds to go in round number 2.
Lomachenko made a nice little wrestling move there.
Yeah.
In fact, got himself in a better position.
2 points.
Yeah, kept his hips up. Very tight. Hard rounds to score.
Very hard rounds to score. Ended 32 of 168 total punches thrown. Haney 36 of 141. 36 punches landed for Haney. 17 of those to the body. Only 2 body shots landed for Lomachenko. Both are in single-digit jabs landed.
Yeah, I didn't really think the jab was going to be such a big weapon, especially for Haney, because again, he's not that adept at landing the jab on southpaws, although he uses it well as a rangefinder. Lomachenko does have a great jab, but really hasn't been a weapon here yet.
Lomachenko showing you why he's so elusive. Like a ballerina at times in the ring. Good shot to the body from Haney with the right hand.
Very impressive tactic from a strategic standpoint to go down to the body that way. It's not normally something that Haney does. Lomachenko seems to be unprepared for it.
Left hook and a tie-up by Haney. Good start to this round for Devin.
Some good physicality from Haney there.
along.
Nice jabs there. Oh, we try again to the body, misses. Heyni needs to tighten that hook up. Ooh, good counter.
Catches Lomachenko on the inside. A little short right uppercut goes back to the right hand for the second time. Now Lomachenko trying to push Heyni back towards the corner.
Ooh.
Heyni caught with a stiff left hand before being turned and broken up by referee Harvey Dock. Left hand, right hand to the body from Lomachenko.
See, Heyni was really starting to have his way this round, and here comes Loma. This is one of those fights. They're going to go back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, good shot on the inside.
Yeah, inside with the left hook underneath from Heyni, doubling up the jab straight right, but the answer immediately from Lomachenko.
Heyni is admiring his work too much. He lands a good shot, looks at it, gets hit with a jab. See, that was what I expected more from these two because of the size difference. Lomachenko getting caught low and the weight of Heyni pushing him down, not the other way around.
Good body shots from Lomachenko.
Heyni needs to tighten up those punches. Lomachenko has the shorter arms on the inside, actually has the advantage, just throwing much shorter, tighter punches.
Heyni has never been knocked down in his career. Undefeated in 29 fights. Lomachenko, the former two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion. Heyni getting warned for grabbing the back of Lomachenko's head. And those quick-fire, stiff right hands have been effective for Lomachenko.
Nice feint there from Heyni. You know, I've been very surprised. I expected that the pace... expected the pace to be slow would benefit Heyni. I'm seeing the opposite. I think when the pace is sped up, it's actually helping Heyni. He's getting more done that way. When it's slow, Lomachenko's able to pot shot him and steal moments of the fight.
Is that more of a movement thing because of how well Lomachenko is able to change spaces and angles in the ring?
I think that it's partly because of how hittable Heyni has been for Lomachenko. He's standing at the wrong range, he's too close, and he's square. It's allowing opportunities for Lomachenko to pop the straight left hand down the middle, hit him with that jab after he gets hit. Like I said, when he looks at admires his work, there's opportunities for Lomachenko to bridge that gap.
It seems like as far as distance control, obviously you would think that given the reach advantage of Heyni, he would want to be fighting at a distance, but he's kind of gone back and forth. Do you think that that's a concerted effort on his part to do maybe what he thinks Lomachenko thought he was going to do? I'm going to do the opposite, trying to outthink the chess master?
Yeah, I guess we'll never know, but it does seem like there is a strategic effort from Heyni and his camp to utilize tools and weapons that we really haven't seen him use that much of. He's not just relying solely on the jab. He's throwing body shots. That was a brilliant body shot to cut off Lomachenko's movement. He's countering to the body, which is a dangerous thing to do because it leaves your head open. More body work.
Half of Haney's landed punches have been to the body. Coming up on 25 for 50.
You know, I mentioned that he was landing the left hook early, not a punch that he's really known for.
Left hand scores for Lomachenko. With all that body work that Heyni has done, we really haven't seen him attempt a big knockout type punch. Maybe that has to do with the fact that Lomachenko is so elusive.
Haney's not a big knockout punch guy anyway, and he certainly doesn't load up for shots, and I don't think he'd be served well to do that with Lomachenko, who's a defensive wizard.
Lomachenko showing his prowess on the inside, trading punches in the center of the ring. Midway through round number 6.
Yeah, on the inside, Heyni cannot keep up with the speed of Lomachenko. He's pretty much just throwing single shots, especially to the body. But not a lot of tying up between these guys.
No, not at all.
I had said that Harvey Dock is a great ref because you don't hear and see much on. Great shot there from Lomachenko. And we have not seen much of Harvey Dock at all.
You see the look from Lomachenko at the cameraman standing in his corner because Haney just hit him with a hook during the clinch, something that Haney said Loma does, which is dirty, and of course eliciting the reaction of a sarcastic Lomachenko after he got popped.
And that's why I said I believe that statement from Haney was games and shit. I don't think anyone actually thinks that Lomachenko is a dirty fighter.
Couple of right hands to the body score for Haney.
It's been a very effective punch for Haney tonight. He does those ripping uppercut counters.
And here's Harvey Dock issuing a warning to Devin Haney.
Oh, good hook to jab combination from Haney. Smart move.
This is the 13th jab landed tonight for Haney. 10 seconds to go midway through this fight. This fight has been world class to this fight, but it sure has been effective.
It's been the most consistent and effective weapon for either man tonight, which is a big surprise because Haney, again, not known as a body puncher, and utilizing that in the biggest fight of his career.
Eric Rothman and Chris Algieri here with you ringside in Las Vegas. Round number 7 of the schedule 12 between the undisputed champ Devin Haney and Vasiliy Lomachenko. Good tactical fight so far, very evenly matched.
Watch the clash of heads there. See, I'm so surprised that they're fighting at this range where Lomachenko has the advantage. Haney, I would think, would be punching in that mid-distance range like that. He's allowing Lomachenko to walk in the front door.
And again, a hip toss by Lomachenko, throwing Haney to the side, saying, I don't care, you're the bigger man, doesn't bother me at all.
Good body shot there from Lomachenko. Nice sneaky pop shot as he pushed Haney over to the side.
Getting a little chippy here in this 7th round. Nice stiff right hand from Haney, and he goes back to the body once again, right on the belt line of Vasiliy Lomachenko to back it up.
Not only is this fight going to be hard to score because it's so hotly contested, but there's so much emotions from the people at home watching, and everyone around the world, really, between these two. Haney, who's taken the role as the heel, especially this week with the big push, getting booed as he walked to the ring. People are cheering whenever Loma does anything.
And the fact that it's so back and forth. Good combination upstairs for Lomachenko. And a little slip from Haney as he was trying to retreat back towards the corner. And again, Haney gets warned by referee Harvey Dock.
Now, one of the big questions we have about Devin Haney is what's going to happen when he has to really dig deep and he's in a tough, chippy fight like this. Lomachenko, we know, we've seen it. We know how he responds. We have not seen how Haney responds. Oh, big shot from Haney. Check left hook upstairs.
Maybe the biggest punch he's landed in this fight so far.
Ooh, clash of heads there too.
Loma doesn't seem too phased and finishes the round with a 1-2 combination. was a difficult fight to score so far, Chris, but how do you have it through 7 rounds right now?
I have Haney up by a round.
And we know in the world of boxing, when you have it one way or another by a round, you never know.
Let's go, second down.
Yeah, there's a plus or minus 1
margin of error.
Yeah, margin of error in any scoring. I always say, though, calling a fight and scoring at the same time is literally impossible, but we are expected to do it, and we're going to get raked over the coals on Twitter either way. So,
Lomachenko's corner, Chris, we got the translation. Essentially, it was jab, jab, keep jabbing.
And that's not, well, it's something he's really been doing. I expected more jabs from Lomachenko. Good, more jabs from both men, but Lomachenko especially, because that is one of his best weapons.
Ooh, and a clash of heads there after a double-up jab from Lomachenko. Loma has thrown 133 jabs, landed 12. Haney 120 and landed 14. So the effort's there. The landing is not. Back to the body, chopping down. Goes Devin Haney. Hip check there. These guys have been rough and tumble throughout this fight. As Haney chases Lomachenko with a looping right hook.
Oh, nice chopping right hand there. Partially blocked, but catches Lomachenko on the ear. And he comes right back. Every time Haney lands a shot, Loma comes right back.
Just like that.
Yep. Win, lose, or draw, Haney, I think, is going to learn a lot from this fight and being in the ring with a guy like this. Because Loma just does not allow you to rest.
Back to the body again. That left hand of the body might have been a little low.
Yeah, that one was low. A couple have been on the belt line. That one was especially low. You see the red marks on the rib cage and the flanks of Lomachenko.
You know, he doesn't seem too bothered by it, though. He hasn't made any adjustments to stop it.
No, but that's a good point, Eric.
Up top, right hand scores for Lomachenko and now tries to toss Haney down for a 3rd time.
Yeah, it's those eye-catching shots from Lomachenko, popping the head back of Devin Haney.
And you said it before, and it gets the oohs and the ahs of the crowd, which is not supposed to influence the judges, but, you know, it's tough to ignore.
A lot of the shots that Haney lands, sharp counters, body shots, they don't elicit the same reaction where his head gets popped back, and you see it as easily, but they are still effective.
Loma stalking, final 10 seconds of round number 8.
Good job. Don't change it up. He's one and done with the left hand. He's one and done. Only thing, you slide up under it. You see what I'm saying? When you step over there for it, right? If not, you break hand at him. You see what I'm saying? He's curling. He's curling. He's giving up. He's hitting you with nice body shots.
Don't let him steal around. Don't push him first. Make your hands this, man. Keep pushing him down, brother. Down, pick him up, down. Keep that jab in his face. Keep hitting that body. He don't want it. He ready to go. Come, hit that body.
Attack that side. You got to step over and attack and make it. And listen, when he turns,